Hey guys, I just wanted to give you an update. 2005 Dodge Magnum, uh, the Hemi. Um, I had a problem with the u0103 code, gear shift selector, lost signal. Um, I thought it was wiring. Then I kind of diddled around with it. I changed the gear shifter. I got one from Junkyard, stuck it in there. Problem didn't go away. Still, I could drive. I could reset it, drive for about 10 miles, boom, come back up, put my car in limp mode. 40 miles an hour. Couldn't go no faster. It will let you drive it, shift hard, but it only go 40 miles an hour. So I got on the forums. I really couldn't find anybody who, I seen some stuff, change this, change that, but I tried all that. I just went to the junkyard and got every computer that you can get. I only spent like $200, and I got the PCM, the transmission control. So what I ended up doing, I changed the gear shift module first, didn't do it. Then I changed the transmission, the CCM. That didn't do it. Of course, I took them out of I took them out of a Chrysler 300 5.7 Hemi, which is the same. It doesn't matter. Now, on the FCM, which is the front control module, that was the problem. I thought it was wiring. I kind of went through the wires, but I didn't want to have to tear everything apart just to get to the wires, and I'm glad I didn't, because that wasn't even the problem. So you can test the wires at the gear shift module if you get that u0103 code. Sometimes it'll throw other codes with it, and that'll kind of help you figure out what the problem is. But for me, it didn't have no other codes. It was just that code, and it was a hard booger to find. I went through everything trying to figure out what it was, and I finally said, you know what? I'm just going to change every computer on here and go from there. So, like I said, what I did, I changed the gear shifter, transmission control, didn't fix the problem. It actually seemed like it made it better. I don't know if it made it better or if it just had to recreate the condition. But as I put that on, when I did change the gear shifter and the transmission module control, I drove it, and I drove a little further, and then it did it again. So same shit. And so what ended up happening is, like I said, the next thing I did, I went and got the PCM out of a Chrysler 300 5.7 Hemi, and I went and got a front control module out of a same car, and I got where the front control module hooks up to the whole little box and all that. I got that too, because I said, if it got to be something wire connector or something. So I said, I'm going to change everything. So first I came back home, I took the battery cable off, changed the FCM. I changed the FCM, crunk it up, boom. Problem gone automatically. No 8 on the dash, no, because what it'll do, it'll throw it in limp mode and put circles around all the numbers, and the gear shifter just won't even work. And it worked. So the FCM, now the only thing, if you got a Dodge Magnum, you want to try to get a FCM out of a Dodge Magnum, because the only thing that will not work if you get it out of like a Chrysler 300 or a 5.7 Hemi, Charger or something like that, is the rear windshield wiper. So everything else works except for that because it's not programmed into the FMC to switch it on with the button. So that's the only thing. You can go to the dealer and have them do it, but I ain't going to pay $100 just to get that back windshield wiper. I don't even use it. But, if you do have to use it, I'm selling this car anyway. I just tell them they had to go get it done if they want to get it done. But that was the issue, and that's the correct procedure to figure it out. If you get the code, first thing you want to check is the gear shifter. It got a little switch, and you can't just change the switch. You have to change the whole controller, but you can't test it. It got little, you pull out the thing, you got an ohm meter, and you can kind of test the power to ground, and you can test if you got an oscilloscope, you can test the CAN bus wires going to it. Then you can go to the TCM. Which all this stuff is cheap at the junkyard. TCM is $23. Come on, you can go buy one. Just make sure it's out the same car, it don't have to be out of the same car, but it has to have the same transmission, same accessories and stuff. So as long as you do that, you'll be fine. It doesn't matter. Even the PCM, you can change PCM, even with the VIN code. The only thing is it has to be the same engine and around the same year. You know, you don't want to have to go too far for years, because then it'll start messing up on your engine stuff. So that's what I did, and that's the fix for it. I couldn't find it nowhere else on the internet. That was the exact fix for it, and I should have kind of known it was either the FCM or the PCM, because I noticed when, okay, now the code, you can't clear it with the code reader. If you go and clear it with the code reader, it still will stay on there for a little while. You have to disconnect the battery, and then sometimes it'll go away. The reason I should have known it was either the FCM or the PCM was because I noticed that when I crank it up in the morning, it'll be fine. But once it heats up, which is, and I didn't notice this until I started changing the FCM, it is a lot of heat off of that hemi on that computer. And it don't have no guard or no shield or nothing. So I'm guessing over time, all that heat off the engine is killing that FCM. Because see, the PCM is kind of pushed back in the corner, and it's away from the engine more than the FCM. The FCM sits right by the engine on the Hemi. And I mean, that heat is hot, because when I stick my hand down in there, oh man, you barely touch it. So that's probably the problem. I may even put a piece of, I got some heat shield. I may even put a piece of heat shield right there just to block that heat coming off the motor, because I believe that's what caused the problem. So if you got a Hemi, a 5.7 Hemi, early model, Magnum, Dodge Charger, or Chrysler 300, and it's having those problems, I would check the FCM, the front control module, or the gear shifter, or the TCM. That's where only things that those go to in the PCM. Other than that, it's going to be your wiring if it ain't that. So, all right, guys. See you later.